Welcome, G. Let us solve one interview question. Interview questions is that find the list of prime number between 1 to n. That means you have to write one method that take input n, and after your method return the list of all prime number. So we have to write the code that take one input and return the list of all prime number between 1 to n. No? 1 to n, all the prime number. Okay. So here I am going to write this. I am going to solve this problem in two way. First way, using write my own inbuilt prime method and calculate all the build up logics and return this. A second way, I am going to write the same solve the same problem with the help of Java Stream. How Java Stream provide the set of API that help us to write the same code in a very concise way. Sure, let's. The first to understood what are the prime number. What is the prime number? Prime numbers are those number which are prime number. Any number are a prime number which are divisible by only itself or one. Other than these two number, this number cannot be divisible. Let's say I'm talking about 19. The 90 is a prime number. They are not divided by 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and even 90. They are only divided by 1 and 21, 19 only. So these are the prime number. So the question is we have to let's see if here n is the put of 50. 50. So we have to list out all the prime number from 1 to 50. What are the prime number between these two numbers? So what happen for each number we have to check for each number we have to check this number is divisible by uh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 18. फिर again check another next number, again check from 2 to, we have to check from 2 to your n minus 1 number. N minus 1 number is divisible or not divisible. So uh, so sometime logically if we are thinking let's see any number, I'm talking about the 50. The 50 is can divide by maximum by uh, uh, can by divide by 2, can divide by 4, can divide by 10. It's also maximum this number is divided by 25. Okay, 25 multiplied by 2 is equal to 50. Is after that 26, 27, 28, this number is not able to divide. Let's see, I'm going to check 49. So we have to check from 2 to 3 to 2 to and divide by 2 number only. We have not checked all the remaining number. Logically this number is not divide, any number cannot divide by more than its half number. So logically if you have any number n, this is only divisible by from 2 to n by half number only. So we have to write this code. Let's write a method and then so I am writing the first method, static void uh, uh, list of prime number. We have getting a range number n. Okay, and here we have to loop for each number 1 to I equal to 1 to e less than your number semicolon a plus plus, and after that uh, we have to check the number is prime or not. So we have to write some method. So let's write another method. First is boolean uh, is prime, and that take number your any number, and after that what you have to do, you have to run the loop from integer 2 from I equal to 2 to I uh, less than or equal to n divided by 2 semicolon I plus plus. And what here we have to do, check if the number is modulo I double equal to 0. If yes, then return false. That means this number is divisible with a particular any number between 2 to n. So that's not if else finally return true. That means if you have a check from 2 to n minus 1, this number is not divided by any number. That means there is a prime number, and we have to return those prime. Okay, here what we have to do, we have to our problem is to return the list. So we have a make here one list. Here return your list of your integer. Here we have a list of integer uh, primes equal to new array list. Okay, and for each we have to check if is prime. We have passed each number and check if the number is prime. We have to add primes dot add this number I, and in last we have to return primes. So here we have written the logic. This my API take one input and pass each number to our method is prime. Check that number from 2 to and by 2. This number is divisible by any number. If yes, return false. If this number is not divisible by any number, then return true. If they return true, we have to store those prime number in our prime list, and we have to check all the number between 1 to n and return this prime number. Let's run it. uh, S out list of prime number. Let's say 50 number. So they return all the prime number between 1 to 50. So here 1 2 3 5 7 17 90 23 29 31 37 41, all these are the prime numbers between this. So this is the one way writing a code, which generally known as a iterative way of writing a code. So I'm going writing the same code in a functional styles from using the help of Java Stream. Java Stream provides the some set of library which help to solve this problem as well as. So let's look what how to write this. So I'm write another method that return same list of integer a list of prime number from string and take number. So what we have to do, we have to write 1 to n, check prime, and add in the list. We have what we are doing. We are iterating 1 to n, checking each number is a prime or not. If prime, we are collecting in the list and finally returning the list. So these four steps are doing the same thing we are going to do here in this way. So I'm going to return list. Here we have a. I'm going to use the int stream dot uh, range 1 to n, and after that we have to filter all the number for after we have checked number. So checking number we have to again check help int stream dot range close. We have to run for loop from 2 to n by 2. We have to check loop 2 to n by 2 and check check any number is not modulo by 0, then true or false. So there is a function non-match which take your I and check the number is modulo I equal to 0. After that here is the your 1 2 and here this is the same variable. So I am used another range name and 1 to n. Here we have to use let's key I to I by 2. Okay, here we have to the same variable are conflicting here. Here again I have to check the j j, and then we have to make the list. So we have to just box it and make a collector to list and returns. So these are we have written the same code in the stream way. Just you check the same output a list of prime number 50, and if you run it, oh, there is this is the number divided by 2. We have to run 2 to n minus 1. What range from 1 to n close I equal to I by 2. Yes, 2 to that number, and after that each number we have n non-match, then return that is the 1 to n. It should be work. 1 2 3. After that what happened? List of n. Oh, range size equal to I divided by 2. Each number here is the that what is the problem? We have to run from 2 to n by 2, the same what we have did, and modulo check and just pass by. This is the n is not this is the n not we have to change the number. This is the problem here. We have used the same variable here for the 50. We are not going to check by the 50 divided by I. We have to check each number. So here I'm changing the number just as a t, uh, 1 to t. Okay, and after that we have to run each get each number I'm getting to here n by 2, and then we are dividing into. Okay, so this is the problem. You actually we have is the same number n equal to 50. You are checking a 50 modulo by j, not the 50 but each numbers. Okay, so the both are look like output same. Okay, so here we have to look the way writing a code, how Java Stream help us to write the same code instead of writing this set of line code. Here what you did, we have filled range from 1 to n number, and check each number here, and check this each number is any modulo by the particular j, divisible at the particular numbers are not, just non match, and box them into the integer and return the list. So here if someone ask you this code is thread safe, this code is thread safe. No, here your prime variables are iterating loops. In this function on another function is here iterating loop, incrementing variable. Here lots of modification happen. Due to that, this code is not threads. If someone want to run in a multi-threading, it will be problematic. But here you have not mutating any variable, you are not taking any extra result, you are not taking any extra global variable like integer and modifying this. Here you have just stating the problem. You have to fill just iterate 1 to n number, and for each number just check those numbers are modulo the particular index or not, just box it and returns all the value in the list. The rest of the thing is done by API. So this code is more concise, and it can be it is thread safe and can convert the same code in a multi-threading. If someone want, you can run this code in a parallel, a multi-threading stream. We have to think how to write this code in a multi-threaded environment. But here simply we have a function like a dot parallel, and your code run in a multi-threaded environment as well as. So we have to think whenever we are writing any code, and that code can feasible to write in a functional style code using the help of stream, lambda, that help us to write code in immutability. Generally, we are not mutating any variable, we are not creating any temporary variable, we are not mutating the list or I plus plus variables. Instead, we are just taking the help of stream API, and we are just telling I uh, from 1 to d number we have to range, and here for each number we have to check the particular number is divisible by any number of between 2 to half number or not. If not, just box them and return to the list of those. Hope this will help to you. So whenever interviewer asks two questions, we have a two option. If you can ask, we can write the same code in our iterative style, or we can write the same code that is imperative style, or we can write same code in the functional style or declarative style, where we are using the Java stream and lambda expressions. Lambda expression generally generally suggests that you write code in non-immutable. Whenever your function, your method is uh, uh, not mutate any variable, that can be easily become a candidate for the multi-threading error. Your same code is running for the multi-threaded as well as the single threaded, but here your same code is not applicable for the multi-threading or a single threaded. If you want to run this code in multi-threaded environment, we have to do some change. But a functional style programming say whenever you are writing code using the lambda expression, you are generally not doing any mutating any state variables or any global variables. Your same code become a good candidate for the multi-threaded as well as you are taking uh, greater benefit if you are going to write a code using the java stream and the lambda expressions. Hope it is useful. Thank you watching for this video.